My name is Reinier de Smet, and I've lived for over 56 years with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. This is my story, so far.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why didn't you think about what you're doing? You are so weird. Don't be so stupid. For someone as seemingly smart as you, I just don't understand why you can't figure out this stuff. What the hell is wrong with you? No surprises here. I knew something was wrong with me. I'd heard it from everyone from as early as I can remember. I certainly wasn't fitting into my own life very well. Corners were sharp, hearts were hard, and every thought and action seemed to lead me deeper into uncertainty and loneliness. At a few points on this rocky and confusing journey, ceasing to exist seemed a very viable option to my tired and spinning brain. Yet some deeper part of me refused to give in to the dark voices that more and more told me to just give up and leave this life that I seemingly would never understand or ever be at peace with. I heard about FASD when I was editing video for NeuroDevNet. It was like I was editing my own life. I decided to get a diagnosis when it started hitting me that I might actually be in the FASD spectrum. It was like I realized this would answer a lot of questions about my behavior, why I was certain ways, why I would do certain things. And it just seemed, wow, this was like almost like a missing piece. I received my diagnosis in June of 2016. The diagnosis allowed me to see how my brain got put together a bit differently, and like it gave me some freedom from trying to do and be things that I'm not and I can't be. So my mom, she used to blame herself a lot. She wondered, what the heck am I doing wrong as a mom?
In those days, so many years ago, you knew so little, and it was just, figure this is life, this is the way it is. I was never one to have a drink at home. I never, unless we had company in, and then we'd have a drink. I might have, if I thought it was a party or something, I might have had a rum and coke or something. Well, absolutely wish I'd known a lot more at the time. I think I could have looked at it a different way and maybe taken to someone that could help him.
When I was going through some really dark periods, I felt like I was broken, and there was an emotional pain that I carried. It gets heavy, got heavy. If this is how life is, and this is how I will feel for the rest of my life, I don't want to spend any more time doing it.
I worry about this constantly. Him might consider that it a suicide. And I mean, right now I just can't even think of it. I mean, I know he was depressed a lot. And that always worried me that he might. I always said if it ever happened, I wanted to go. I think he's learned to adjust to life much better now. Well, he probably understands himself much better than he did before. I think he was frustrated with his own life.
So the diagnosis for her answered a lot of questions too. That in her heart, she wanted to know what was going on. So there was a lightening of her soul, a lessening of blame, self-blame for my mom once the diagnosis was in place. I just want to speak about my mom and moms who may have contributed to their kids being in an FASD situation. You now have an ability to move forward into having an awesome, truthful, real relationship with your child and work with making the problem into a gift. And if you're worrying about what you did in the past, moms, you're not going to be able to focus on developing the gift, and your child needs you to do that with them. That was really important.
I know it was hard for you.
There was just sometimes I just didn't know what to do, Mama. And as far as you'd never have to worry about me killing myself again or anything. The only reason I just didn't know what to do when I had those thoughts. What a ride, eh, Mama? Love you a lot, Mom.
I love you so much.
We did get through it.